The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Good evening from South Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no question, there's one direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Well, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. The Celtics begin the game with the basketball. To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Tatum. Not going down here. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. From the painted area, won't go down. A pass taken away by the Celtics. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
They're bound to get on the scoreboard sooner or later if they keep getting open looks like that.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. No, I missed a short one there. Across the timeline, it's Walker. They trail by 2. From long range. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker missed his first. That one goes.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
End score, strong take.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Celtics have it. Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Trying to cash in. Brown shot off iron. No good. Joel Embiid swats it. Substitution being made in this one. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
A lot of contact, no whistle.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
And the finish, slam dunk.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
I got him. Here we go.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Into the front court, it's Walker. 10-6, our score. Has a look. Not that time. Got it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Walker into the front court. 12-6, our score. To Cantor. Walker. Around the perimeter. To Jaylen Brown. To Kemba Walker. Has a chance. Can't connect.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Celtics have it. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
to Walker. Knocks it down off the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons with it. Lead stands at 7. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Ball's controlled by Boston. Taken by the Sixers. 4-3. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down a dozen. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You have to understand something. If you want to win this game, there should be one rule and one rule only. You never give up easy buckets. Even if you have to give a hard foul, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Sixers able to clear the rebound. And scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court, it's Walker. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. Mike Scott rejects it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Mike Scott. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Won't go. Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Probing the defense. The drive. Right to the basket. Joel Embiid. Snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Nice pass to set things up. And the basket good at the rim.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Stuffs it down with authority. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Danny Green. Defense making the ball handler work. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Can't do that. That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Embiid to Seth Curry. Finish that. Celtics have it. Now a steal by Philly. To Seth Curry. And a pass stolen by Boston. It goes down.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
To Tobias Harris. And showing off the outside touch. Nicely done. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Great feed, sets it up. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
He gets it.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Hill across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. Danny Green to Embiid. And Boston has the rebound. Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. That is great vision to set it up. And a throwdown.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 46, Aaron Baines.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
I got ball.
Aaron Baines able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
For the Celtics.
Marcus Smart trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. George Hill to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kemba Walker matched up with Howard. Nothing going here on that drive. To Kemba Walker. Down to 5 on the 24. Walker. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Walker knocks it down from mid-range.
And here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Right.
Walker. With the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Hill into the front court. Leads 4. Seth Curry to George Hill. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Cruises inside for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
And count the basket inside.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Has a look. Shot by Tatum won't fall. Seth Curry to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for Boston, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Sixers control it. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First try, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Walker with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Defense, making the ball carrier work. Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. They trail by 7. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
I'm here. I got ball. Here we go. I got him.
And he scores. Jay, he may have taken a big step that time, but they'll count the bucket.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Joel Embiid with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Superman, Dwight Howard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Screen coming. Joel Embiid, huge block. 4th this contest.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Add 2 points to the board.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Watch that cutter.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first.
For the Celtics, number 4, Enes Kanter.
Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Embiid knocked loose. Embiid, good for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Number 25, Ben Simmons.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Here comes the screen. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Sixers have the basketball. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Deep right corner. Fires the 3. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. To Kanter. Taken by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Kanter. Nice pass to get things going.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Marcus Smart. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Philadelphia with the basketball. And finishes strong.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Marcus Smart. The shot almost. The follow won't go either.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Tobias Harris. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
From the painted area, won't go down. Ball's controlled by Boston. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. For three, not easy.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. Can't miss those. Embiid. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. To Marcus Smart. Could not throw it down. Sixers control it. That misses with a second to go. That's it. First half has come to an end. And a great start for the 76ers.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers worked hard for their halftime lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Celtics would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Subtract. Assists.
The Boston Celtics struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys leading by 14. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Harris. Walker into the front court. 14-point deficit. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Walker with the basketball. The deficit now up to 12. Here comes the screen. Kemba Walker, defended by Howard. Nothing going here on that drive. Had a chance, but it's no good. Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Boston with the basketball. To Walker. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Kemba Walker, couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Simmons into the front court. Lead stands at 10. And a nice finish at the rim.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Tobias Harris. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Screen coming. To Cantor. And it's Cantor above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here we go.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Walker. Can't connect from inside. Harris to Embiid. Harris's shot won't go. Gets it in the left corner. Tatum. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Embiid. Oh, he had it. To Kemba Walker. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. To Howard. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Pick up, pick up. Pick up, pick up, pick up.
And it's rejected.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Simmons. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
And a pass stolen by Boston.
Hey, check up, let's go.
To Walker.
Screen.
Here comes the screen. Walker to Jaylen Brown. And his canter. 4 out of 7.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To Simmons. Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line.
To the line for 2.
First try at the line, no good.
Number 3.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Here comes the screen. Walker has a chance. Shot by Tatum won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Down to 5 on the 24. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Here comes the screen. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. To Kemba Walker. 5 on the shot clock. Walker. From long range. Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
He throws it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Walker. Screen coming. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Rebound taken by the Sixers. To Tobias Harris. Simmons. Deep left corner. 4-3. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Jaylen Brown. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Jaylen Brown. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Beyond the arc for 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here comes the screen. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Missed a wide open look. Dwight Howard tips it. They've recovered it. Simmons to Danny Green. And a putback slam.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Sixers have the basketball. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Simmons. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Great feed. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense. Brown with it up top. The deficit is 6. Tobias Harris sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. Deep 3. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The 76ers have the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th and final quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Jason Tatum has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Simmons with it. Leads 4. Throws it down.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side, on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
To Seth Curry. Aaron Baines with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Jaylen Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Celtics have it. Walker. Trying to cash in. Tatum's shot no good. Hill across the timeline. Leads a bucket. Into the front court, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Celtics have it to Walker. Knocks it down off the step back.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here's Simmons with it up top. All tied up, just underway in this 4th quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Number 20,
Walker into the front court. His group now down 2. Scores from the post.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some big traps, some big schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nothing going here on that drive. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
In the front court comes Simmons. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go to Walker. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. Ball's controlled by Boston. Easy path to the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Sixers call for time as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Good look that time, but off the mark. Walker with the basketball. Lead is 2. To Jaylen Brown. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Aaron Baines sends it away. Boston with the basketball. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Aaron Baines pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lets it fly from long range. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Up 6. Has a look. And strokes it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock winding down. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Lays it up and in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Into the front court, it's Walker. up by 6. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Kemba Walker matched up with Howard. Won't go down. Howard. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Jaylen Brown. And the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Simmons into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize him. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Hey, lock up. Subbing in for the Celtics, number 36, Marcus Smart.
Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kemba Walker at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. To Tobias Harris for 3.
That's his third.
Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Whoops, that won't go. Dwight Howard swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Nice pass to set things.
Oh, out there. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Walker to Marcus Smart. Dwight Howard rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Celtics, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Ben Simmons able to recover with the block. From the painted area, won't go down. Celtics have it to Kemba Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Off the assist.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Goes to the right side. It's good. To Howard. Slam dunk.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Celtics have it. Takes stock of the floor to Walker. Weighs his options. Walker. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Marcus Smart, good touch.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Aaron Baines with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Deep right corner. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Walker gets it in the right corner. You've got to get that one to go. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Fires the three. Can't connect on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics emerged victorious after a tight finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. The 76ers finished on the losing end of a close score. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
Tatum gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next: Cleveland Cavaliers 2-2-4-8, Washington Wizards 3-2-3-8. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Denver Nuggets 4-6-2-4, Detroit Pistons 2-0-5-0. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Utah Jazz 5020, Oklahoma City Thunder 2149. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Toronto Raptors 2743, Dallas Mavericks 4129. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Los Angeles Clippers 4723, Houston Rockets 1654.